The top 10 most amazing bamboos in the world. 10 stories tall and able to hold two adults inside, yet it's only ranked 6th. The number one spot belongs to an ecological monster that destroys entire villages once it blooms. Bamboo, a slender and quiet plant, often goes unnoticed. But on the other side of the earth, it is already leveled up in incredible ways. What looks like 3D printing by insects is actually square-shaped bamboo that grows naturally. Then there's the bamboo that comes with its own brewery, cut it open, and it can get you drunk. There's even bamboo with natural dragon scale patterns, carrying an ancient aura of power. Each variety completely reshapes what you thought the word bamboo meant. In this episode, join Factovian Television as we explore the top 10 most amazing bamboos in the world. Each one is more unbelievable than the last. We look forward to your subscription and silent thumbs up. Number 10. Square bamboo. Before you is a bamboo with sharp, square joints. Do you think it was crafted in a garden workshop as a decorative product? Wrong. It hasn't been touched by any human carving. That's because it has grown this way from the start. It's called square bamboo, an extremely rare structural mutation in the natural world. Unlike the round bamboo we are familiar with, its stems form perfect four-cornered shapes at every node. They stand like natural square pipes in the forest. From afar, they look like man-made product models. But get closer and you'll find the texture and grain are absolutely real. It's pure, original bamboo. Beyond its strange appearance, square bamboo also has special material qualities. Its joints are short, its walls thick, its fibers dense. It doesn't crack easily. In the past, in places like Yunnan, it was widely used to make bows, arrow shafts, and tool handles. Today, bamboo carvers consider it a naturally pre-shaped carving material. It's especially good for designs that require straight rods and strong lines. Polished, it becomes smooth and elegant, showing off its structural beauty with little extra work. However, this bamboo is still a small, localized species. Its distribution in the wild is very narrow. It's difficult to cultivate by hand. That limits its commercial use. Even now, there isn't much research available. Most knowledge comes from foresters and plant enthusiasts observing it in the field. Square bamboo doesn't have colorful skins or strange flowers, but with its straight geometric form, it quietly redefines what bamboo can be. Number 9. Black bamboo. You may think bamboo is always green, but the next kind you'll see will completely overturn your idea of bamboo. The first time you encounter it, you might think it has been smoked. That's because it is pitch black without a hint of the usual bamboo green. Even in the sunlight, it barely reflects. This is black bamboo, also known as purple bamboo. It is a colored bamboo species unique to China. Interestingly, black bamboo isn't born black. When it's young, it still shows a faint ink green tint. But as it grows, its outer skin gradually accumulates high levels of flavonoids and other compounds. When exposed to sunlight, these substances oxidize, slowly turning the bamboo purple-black or even jet black. But the process is very slow. Sometimes it takes 2 or 3 years for the full color to appear. And its black is not a dull, lifeless black. It is a warm black, naturally aged, like stained by the passage of time, especially after rain. It carries a subtle, hidden texture. At times, it resembles ebony wood. Other times, it looks like an ancient guqin, polished smooth by the years. It is precisely this unique, unconventional appearance that has made black bamboo beloved by scholars and poets since ancient times. The great writer Su Shi once said, "Better to go without meat than to live without bamboo." Its resilient nature, unyielding to salt, fearless of the cold, became a symbol of noble character. And when crafted into objects, it extended that ancient elegance even further. In the past, flutes and brush holders were often made from black bamboo. Even in royal courts, screens and artifacts made from it have been preserved. Because of its natural dark color, it needed little decoration. Often, craftsmen only had to follow the natural grain of the nodes with light carving to reveal its free spirit and timeless beauty. But black bamboo is not easy to cultivate. It originates in the warm, humid regions of central China, and it demands abundant sunlight. If left too long in damp shade, it may remain a deep green, never fully turning black. Number 8. Wine bamboo. You may have seen fruits that ferment into alcohol or grains that brew into liquor. But have you ever seen bamboo that produces its own wine? You heard that right. In the tropical forests of Africa grows a magical species called wine bamboo. Just slice open its sealed tip, and before long, a fragrant, sweet liquid begins to flow out. And this isn't just sap, it's real alcohol with a content of over 20%. Comparable to homemade sorghum liquor, it's enough to leave humans tipsy and animals stumbling. This is not a hidden trick placed inside the bamboo, nor a human invention like bamboo tube wine. This bamboo brews its own alcohol naturally. Scientists are still studying its mystery. Some speculate that when the plant is cut, its inner tissues interact with natural microbes, triggering spontaneous fermentation. It's like a built-in brewing system designed by nature itself. Even more amusing, locals have filmed groups of monkeys licking the bamboo for a drink. To them, wine bamboo is a gift from nature. Villagers cut fresh stalks to let the liquor drip, treating it as sacred used to worship the gods or serve honored guests. There is even a festival dedicated to bamboo wine. But don't think wine bamboo is only about alcohol. Its thick, tough body makes excellent material for houses, furniture, containers, and tools. Every part of it is useful. In many regions of Africa, it is prized as a building material. This makes it one of the rare all-rounders in the plant kingdom. By day, it provides shelter from sun and rain, a natural aid for construction. By night, with just a light cut, it can offer a sip of sweet, intoxicating wine. No brewing equipment needed, no grain fermentation, everything comes from the bamboo itself. Truly, nature sometimes understands the art of living better than humans do. Number 7. Dragon scale bamboo. In the subtropical regions of southern China, there grows a bamboo with striking gray-black markings across its surface. The shapes are irregular yet patterned, resembling the shell of a turtle. Sometimes the patterns cluster together, forming faint outlines of human faces. For this reason, locals call it turtle shell bamboo or human face bamboo. But from another angle, it looks completely different. Seen from afar, it resembles overlapping dragon scales. Under sunlight, the dappled shadows dancing across its joints make the scales seem alive, like an ancient dragon slithering through the forest. Thus, more people prefer to call it dragon scale bamboo. The name fits not only because it wears the skin of a dragon, but because it carries the spirit of one. Its markings are not random. They form naturally as the bamboo sheets weather away year after year under sun and wind, leaving permanent traces behind. Each stalk of dragon scale bamboo bears its own unique set of dragon patterns, unlike any other. It is precisely this unique aura that makes dragon scale bamboo especially popular in traditional Chinese gardens. In ancient times, people liked to plant it in a corner of their courtyard as a symbol of strength and protection, believing it could ward off evil and bring peace to the home. And dragon scale bamboo is not just beautiful, it is also practical. Its material is hard, with beautiful grain, making it one of the favorite resources of craftsmen. Every object made from it carries the natural texture of bamboo, each piece like a work of art with its own story. This is dragon scale bamboo, a plant that makes you stop and look twice. It is not only a miracle of nature, but also a carrier of traditional Chinese culture. Number 6. Giant dragon bamboo. You can hardly imagine what it feels like when a single stalk of bamboo grows as tall as a towering tree. In the jungles of Zhishuangbana, Yunnan, grows the largest bamboo species known in the world, giant dragon bamboo. On average, its diameter reaches 30 centimeters and its height 35 meters. To put that in perspective, that's as tall as a 10-story building. Stand beneath it and look up, and you may not even see the top. It feels like staring at a green skyscraper, so huge that you have to step far back just to see its whole body. It is said that the largest giant dragon bamboo can reach 1 meter in diameter and more than 45 meters in height. Such size is more than enough to hold 2 adults inside. What's even more astonishing is its growth speed. During the rainy season, it can grow nearly 30 centimeters a day, with records of up to 50 centimeters in a single day. That means the bamboo shoot you saw as a small mound in the morning could shoot up to half your height by evening. And when one of these shoots matures, it can weigh 20 to 25 kilograms, enough to feed more than a dozen people in a steaming bamboo shoot hot pot. But the importance of giant dragon bamboo goes far beyond food. Locally, it is used for building houses, making furniture, constructing bridges, and even processed into bamboo fiber to weave light and breathable clothing. It is one of the rare plants that can serve both as a structural material and something you can literally wear. A true all-rounder in the bamboo world. Yet, despite its massive size and wide range of uses, it is not easy to propagate. Reports say that in the wild, giant dragon bamboo blooms only once every 50 to 60 years, with a very low seed rate. And once flowering begins, the species often experiences mass blooming followed by collective die-off within just a few years. This means that even if you now see a lush green bamboo forest, it could all suddenly wither away in a matter of years. Today, giant dragon bamboo mainly grows inside the Xishuangbanna National Nature Reserve, where it is a key protected plant. Its survival depends heavily on intact forest ecosystems and stable microclimates. Once its habitat is damaged, it has virtually no ability to relocate. This is not a bamboo you'll see everywhere. Its existence requires the right time, the right climate, and the protection of the entire forest. Its very presence is already a stroke of luck. Number 5. Succulent bamboo. In the limestone mountains of southern Laos grows a strange plant that looks like bamboo, yet also like a succulent. It has drawn great attention from the scientific community. It is called succulent bamboo, a one-of-a-kind species in the bamboo family. At first sight, you might freeze in surprise. Is this really bamboo? It lacks the slender, elegant form of traditional bamboo. Instead, each segment is swollen and plump, like green fingers sprouting from the ground. It looks far more like a fleshy cactus than any bamboo you've seen. But this shape isn't for decoration. It's purely for survival. Succulent bamboo lives in an extremely harsh environment. Thin limestone soils, scorching droughts, months of relentless heat, and little rain conditions where ordinary bamboo cannot survive. Yet, thanks to its swollen joints, it stores water like built-in flasks, enduring year after year of dryness. Scientists first recorded and named succulent bamboo in 2017. Research found its tissues are packed with bubble-like cells adapted for water storage. Its nodes are short and thick, and its underground rhizomes develop tuber-like structures. This succulent adaptation is unique in the entire bamboo family. To save water, during the dry season, it closes its stomata, reduces the rate of photosynthesis, and lowers its metabolism to the minimum, surviving drought with the least possible energy use. This extreme survival strategy is almost identical to desert plants, yet it exists within the body of bamboo. It truly overturns people's understanding of bamboo species. At present, succulent bamboo has only been found in the limestone mountains of southern Laos and parts of Vietnam. Its distribution is very narrow, and its numbers are very few. It lacks the tall, graceful form of traditional bamboo, and it is not suitable for construction or practical use. But in terms of evolution, it represents bamboo's ultimate attempt to adapt in extreme environments. What can bamboo become? Succulent bamboo gives the answer. For survival, it can abandon its traditional form and turn itself into a water tank. Number 4. Xiangfei Bamboo. When it comes to traditional Chinese culture, this is one bamboo you cannot ignore. Xiangfei Bamboo, one of China's 4 famous bamboos. Also called spotted bamboo, it mainly grows around Yueyang, Hengshan, and Dongting Lake in Hunan province. At first glance, it looks no different from any other bamboo. But step closer and you will find purple-black streaks covering its joints like stains of ink, like trails of tears. According to legend, when Emperor Shun died and was buried at Juyi Mountain, his two grieving concubines wept endlessly by the river. Their tears fell upon the bamboo, and over time, the stains could never be washed away. Thus, the bamboo bearing these tear-like marks became known as Xiangfei Bamboo. Of course, this is only legend. But the streaks of Xiangfei Bamboo are real, a unique natural phenomenon. It belongs to the spotted bamboo variety, with yellow-green stalks covered in purple-brown or dark red stripes. No two stalks are the same. Each looks as if it were dyed by sorrow, carrying a touch of sadness but without losing its dignity. The beauty of Xiangfei bamboo is immersive. It is not obvious at first glance, but grows deeper the more you look. Poets and scholars loved it not for utility, but because it is bamboo that carries a story. Xiangfei bamboo is used to make brush handles, flutes, pens, and crafts. Its touch is smooth and warm, with a natural temperature. Each piece feels like it carries a quiet emotion. For this reason, it is often planted in gardens, by water, or among rocks. There it stands silently, as if waiting for someone, or as if bidding someone farewell. Number 3. Solid bamboo. On the other side of the earth, in the Andes Mountains of South America, there is a bamboo that is almost the exact opposite of Xiangfei bamboo. It is not gentle, not graceful, and tells no story. It embodies only one word: hardness. It is called solid bamboo, one of the very few bamboo species in the natural world that grows completely solid. Yes, you heard right. Unlike the hollow bamboo we normally see, with nodes connected by empty chambers, this bamboo is solid from top to bottom, like it was cast from bronze. Cut into it with a saw, and there is no echo, only the sharp cracking sound of breaking fibers. While other bamboos fear cold and weight, solid bamboo is the warrior of the snow mountains. It grows in Chile and Argentina, living year-round in alpine regions battered by storms and snow. Even under blizzards, it stands upright as ever. Pile a heavy layer of snow on it, it does not bend. Cover it with ice, it does not break. One word defines it: unyielding. How tough is it? Ask the local carpenters, and they only smile. Their answer? Harder than most wood. Sometimes, when you try to saw it, it even wears down the saw itself. Because of this, it has long been used for making bows, weapons, and even beams for houses. The reason solid bamboo is so hard is because of its structure. It achieves an almost perfect symmetry and density. Without hollows, its stalk can withstand far greater bending stress. Because it is not hollow, its stalk can withstand far greater bending stress. Even in earthquakes or typhoons, under the harshest conditions, it remains unmoved, rooted firmly in place. If Xiangfei bamboo is the poet of the bamboo world, then solid bamboo is its warrior. One defends by the water, the other resists in the snowy mountains. One embodies softness overcoming hardness, the other embodies hardness conquering all. These two bamboos may never have met in reality. But seen together, it feels as though nature has written two extreme answers to the same theme. Number 2, arrow bamboo. In the high mountain forests of Sichuan, Shanxi, and Gansu in China, there grows a bamboo that carries the fate of an entire ecosystem. It is not the thickest. It is not the tallest. But it is the most indispensable. This is arrow bamboo. The name may sound like it was meant for making arrow shafts, but today it is far better known as something else: the staple food of the giant panda. Yes, the chubby panda spends its days chewing bamboo, and most of the time it is arrow bamboo. Statistics show that an adult panda eats about 20 kilograms of bamboo per day, and the majority comes from this species. But the story of arrow bamboo is not a warm one. It is a bamboo with a periodic flowering cycle. It flowers once every few decades, or even 100 years. But once it flowers, it stops growing. And entire groves of arrow bamboo bloom together and then all die together, as if by agreement. This is not a metaphor. It is fact. In the 1972nd, large-scale flowering events in Sichuan's Mingshan and Zhongbaishan regions caused global alarm. In the early summer of 1983, arrow bamboo groves in Wolong, Jiuzhaigou, and Fengtongjai suddenly flowered. The stalks quickly withered, as though burned by fire overnight. Since arrow bamboo is the main food of wild pandas, once it flowers, the leaves and shoots die, and pandas lose their food source in the short term. The ecosystem enters a state of famine. These two flowering events pushed hundreds of wild pandas into crisis. In 1974, dozens of pandas were found dead from starvation in the forests of Mingshan and Chenglishan. In 1983, when it flowered again, an estimated 200 to 300 wild pandas faced death from hunger or disease. In July 1983, newspapers such as the Sichuan Daily published continuous reports on the bamboo flowering. Experts expressed grave concern, and the suffering of the pandas gripped the hearts of thousands, quickly drawing nationwide attention. The Chinese Ministry of Forestry and the State Council urgently set up a rescue agency, and medical rescue teams were stationed in Wolong. The Worldwide Fund for Nature also donated $2 million to support bamboo replanting and panda relocation programs. This event is regarded as one of the key triggers that led to the creation of China's wildlife protection law. Scientists have long tried to explain this suicidal flowering mechanism of arrow bamboo. Some say it is to reduce predators. Others say it is an extreme evolutionary strategy for reproduction. But regardless of the reason, arrow bamboo links its life cycle directly to the fate of the panda. It is not the most beautiful bamboo. It is not the strongest bamboo. But it is the most ecologically meaningful bamboo. Arrow bamboo forests not only feed pandas, but also shelter golden monkeys, red pandas, and other endangered animals of the highlands. It is both the granary and the ecological sanctuary of an entire mountain forest. Number 1. Fruit bamboo. If arrow bamboo is the prelude to an ecological disaster, then the next bamboo we introduce is a true catastrophe that erupts in nature once every half-century. In the dense forests of northeastern India and along the border with Myanmar, there grows a bamboo that looks ordinary on the outside, yet it is regarded as a harbinger of disaster. Once it blooms, local villagers panic and flee. The media issues urgent reports. The army goes on standby. This is not a movie plot, but a real, cyclical, ecological disaster caused by bamboo. This terrifying bamboo is fruit bamboo. Also called Melicana bamboo, it belongs to a large clumping species in the Bambusoideae family. Its uniqueness lies in its terrifying growth pattern. About every 48 years, fruit bamboo blooms collectively, just like arrow bamboo. But unlike arrow bamboo, during flowering, it also produces a massive amount of fruit rich in sugar and starch. At first, this may sound like a gift from nature, a bountiful forest harvest, but that is exactly where its danger lies. Because once these nutrient-rich fruits fall to the ground, they pile up and rot. Very quickly, they attract rats living in the forest. At first, there may be only a few dozen. Soon, hundreds. And eventually, tens of thousands. Even worse, the high nutrition of the fruit allows rats to reproduce explosively. A single pair of healthy rats can produce thousands of offspring in just a few months. In 1958 and again in 2007, the Indian state of Mizoram experienced these fruit bamboo disasters. Tens of thousands of rats swarmed out, devouring forests, destroying farmland, and even invading homes. The aftermath was not only crop failure, but also widespread famine and humanitarian crisis. The rat plague of 2007 lasted more than a year, leaving more than 200,000 people short of food. In the end, the Indian Army had to deploy large forces and scatter rat poison before the situation slowly came under control. Scientists are still studying the causes of this phenomenon. Some believe the bamboo produces massive amounts of fruit in a single reproductive cycle to create a saturation effect, overwhelming the rats with more seeds than they can possibly eat, ensuring survival of the rest. Others suggest it is a self-sacrifice strategy, where old bamboo dies after flowering to give space and nutrients to the next generation, as the decaying roots enrich the soil with organic matter. But for the ordinary people of Mizoram, fruit bamboo is nothing but mysterious and dangerous. When it does not bloom, all is well. But once it flowers, it signals famine and rat plague. These are the 10 most amazing bamboos in the world. Which one do you find the most unbelievable? Leave your answer in the comments. And don't forget to subscribe, like, and share.